Nocturnal nightmare, forest's wrath. In the heart of a small town nestled in the countryside, there was a dense forest that stretched as far as the eye could see. Locals whispered tales of the night forest, a place shrouded in darkness and haunted by unspeakable horrors. Its towering trees seemed to loom menacingly, blocking out even the faintest glimmers of moonlight. Legends passed down through generations spoke of a malevolent presence that dwelled within those sinister woods. They warned of an ancient spirit, a vengeful entity that was said to emerge only when the sun sank below the horizon. It was rumored that anyone who dared to venture into the night forest after dark would never return. One chilly autumn evening, a group of curious teenagers, fueled by both bravery and foolhardiness, decided to test the veracity of these tales. Armed with flashlights, they stood at the forest's edge, peering into the blackness that lay before them. Their hearts raced with a mix of excitement and trepidation. With each step they took, the atmosphere grew heavier. The air turned colder, and an eerie silence descended, broken only by the crunch of leaves beneath their feet. The teens pushed deeper into the forest, their nerves on edge, aware that something sinister lurked nearby. Suddenly, a blood-curdling howl pierced the stillness, freezing them in their tracks. Panic set in as the realization sank in. They were not alone. The darkness seemed to come alive, whispering wicked secrets and casting elongated shadows that danced menacingly. As they pressed on, the group became separated, their flashlights casting dim beams that barely penetrated the oppressive gloom. The forest played tricks on their minds, distorting the shapes of trees into grotesque figures and causing the underbrush to writhe like a nest of serpents. One by one, the teenagers began to vanish, swallowed by the night. They called out to each other, their terrified pleas echoing through the trees, but there was no response. Their courage waned as their once bold steps transformed into trembling retreats. Finally, only one survivor remained. Trembling with fear, they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center stood an ancient, gnarled tree, its branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The survivor's hearts sank as they realized the truth. The forest was alive, and it hungered for their souls. Just as the survivor turned to flee, a spectral figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. The ancient spirit had awakened, and its hunger for vengeance was insatiable. The survivor ran, their breath ragged and their limbs weak, but the spirit pursued with relentless determination. As the night wore on, the once courageous teenagers succumbed to the horrors of the night forest. Their screams became part of the forest's symphony of terror, a chilling reminder to those who would dare to wander into its malevolent embrace. From that night onward, the night forest remained a place best left undisturbed. Its cursed reputation only grew, and the town's residents learned to avoid its boundaries, for they knew that the forest hungered for fresh souls to add to its twisted collection. And so, the legend of the night forest persisted, whispered in hushed tones, a cautionary tale of the darkness that lurks within us all and the horrors that await those who dare to defy its warnings.